Good morning and welcome to the Wanted List. This is the final bonus closing episode to Rap Diego, a San Diego story. This is so exciting to me because we have been working on this for a full year, and this is the official final interview. It's a strange kind of jigsaw puzzle when you're putting something like this together. Another thing I would have loved to talk about is Doc Devious. He had a piece in his interview where he was talking about the San Diego sound. In fact, we'll just let him talk about it really fast.
Well, for one, a lot of those labels were afraid to deal with artists in San Diego. They kind of had the same idea about San Diego rappers as they do about Philadelphia rappers. They're afraid because if they invest in these dudes and they mess around and kill somebody or wind up in jail or get killed. So it kind of backed them up and gave them pause before they dealt with them because they know about them. They wanted to deal with them. But their second argument was the music sounded dated. The production was dated.
What's dope about that is he's from here and he's in Atlanta now, and he couldn't get into it in the interview, but essentially he's almost doing he's doing ghost production. He's making beats and big labels are picking him up, and so a lot of stuff that we hear is still coming out of San Diego and we just don't know it. But he's behind the scenes and he's saying, as an outsider and an insider, this is what might need to change in San Diego's sound, and that we found something and we're known for it. But sometimes you have to outgrow that, especially in the world of art. So I thought that was such a dope thing for him to touch on. One other thing I want to touch on is we stopped at COVID, and that brought us from basically 1982 to the year 2020. And I thought anything longer than that was kind of stepping into a whole new story. The world of the world in general, but in particular the world of art, I think, is completely different during and after the pandemic. So I thought that was a really good place to stop. And I thought that was a really good place to stop with this. This is the most in-depth project I've ever been a part of, and I'm so incredibly grateful. And to the listeners, in fact, I wrote this statement. This is my official statement on it. If we missed mentioning any important people in the story, here are some suggestions. First, ask them if they want to be recognized. Some individuals may prefer not to be in the spotlight, and that should be respected. Secondly, consider using your platform to acknowledge their contributions. Lastly, look at the math. If we covered 100 people in this story, but we missed 20 that you think are important, that's fair, but we still captured 80% of the story. And that's a damn good amount. Thank y'all so much. This is the last episode, last interview. I'm Parker Edison. This is Rap Diego, a San Diego story. Thanks.